Good to be back after a little bit of time off. Today, I was actually trading 20 of my PA accounts with Apex. Those are my funded accounts with Apex. I have 20 of the 50K accounts. You do the math, that's $1 million in trader funding. And so I was trading those today live on stream. It was actually the first time I brought them out on my stream. And so I copy traded all those accounts. You'll see me trade one account. All those orders got copied out to all 20. And that is how it went down today. Please sit back and enjoy a massive green day. Yo, good morning. Welcome. How's the podcast? Dude, it was actually really fun. It was fun to like talk with someone who understands trading in some capacity, right? As well as the trading industry as a whole. That was like the more interesting part to me, to be honest, because I don't know. You don't really know that many people that or at least I don't really know that many people who understand the trading industry as a whole and kind of the different unique type of individuals that make up the trading industry. So it was really fun. Fun to talk, fun to chat, fun to hopefully I tried to share my some of my journey and things that have helped me, and hopefully it helps people that listen. I don't know. When's it gonna come out? I don't know. He said hopefully soon, because we did talk about Robins a little bit. So hopefully it does drop soon. But like he filmed 5 podcasts yesterday, so I have no idea. Off the podcast, I was like, yo, dude, do you do you ever just get like blatant scammers on here? I just asked him because I was curious. He's like, yeah. He's like, I typically he's like, I don't ask for like broker statements or anything like that before people come on the pod. But he's like, but I do make sure that he's like, you can ask some questions and people will just they give themselves away. He's like, I had one dude come on and he was chatting it up or whatever. And then he mentioned the fact that banks pay him for his 1-minute chart analysis or something along those lines. And he was like, and that was when I knew he was full of shit. Oh my God, people are crazy, man. But I tried to bring the same environment that we have here on the stream onto the pod. That was my first in-person podcast. It was fun. Would do it again. Honestly, I would totally go back. If he ever had me again, I'd go back. So it was fun. It was a long day though. Tiring long day. But glad to be back. Glad I didn't spend the night there and stuff. All right, news-wise. We had jobless claims come out. Came in under. We got PMI at 845. Home sales at 9. Crude oil at 10. Nat gas at 930. And then we got some talking heads in here as well. So kind of a big day. If you'll notice, the markets are opening up 2%. Markets are open. Ripping. Markets are opening up 2%. I am trading my Apex funded accounts today. They are doing 90% off right now. It happened. It officially happened. I know I said that they were done, and that still seems to be the case based on the video that Daryl put out. He said it was not going to happen again for a long time. The reason they're doing it right now is because they hit 100 million in payouts. So it's the 100 million big special. So the 1 day to pass got extended, 90% off on all the accounts, all with code TBM. Pretty sick. But yeah, he said not to expect it again anytime soon. So we'll see. You got the trade copy running today? I do have it going right now on all 20. We can take a peek at that. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to put the order. I'm going to put the order 90 points down below. Okay. So now I put up one order on my screen, right? When I go to my orders tab, you can now see I have the 20 accounts all triggered off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there you go. I'm rocking 20 accounts right now. 20 times. What is that? $1 million of funding power. $1 million of funding power. I'm just using the built-in Sierra trade copier, by the way. A 6-figure funded trader. I'm a 7-figure funded trader, okay? Best clickbait ever. Eval or PA? These are PAs. They're funded. So let's quickly talk strategy while I'm waiting. I like to wait the first 15 minutes anyways. We're up 2%. That's kind of crazy. So strategy on the 20 50Ks or any 50Ks for that matter. I've talked about it before. We're going to quickly reference it again. Let me talk from a high level perspective because there is the 90% off deal right now. And so it's a, like there's lots of different opportunities for people. Put it that way. If you're going to be using a trade copier and rocking multiple accounts, in my opinion, it's best to do it with the smaller accounts, 25 and 50, in my opinion. If you're not rocking a trade copier and you're only wanting to trade one account, that's when the bigger accounts make more sense, in my opinion, i.e. 150, 300, whatever. Because of the way that the withdrawals work on the 10-day rotating cycle, it scales really well with the smaller accounts. So for instance, I believe the 300 is what, $3,500? I don't want to say that. I actually don't know it. On the 300K account, it's $3,500 every 10 days that you can take out for the first 3 months. And so if you're just doing one account, that's the best option technically from a withdrawal perspective. That being said, if you are doing multiple accounts, then the 50Ks and the 25Ks make a lot more sense because it is $1,500 and $2,000 in comparison every 10 days. So on the 50Ks, for instance, which is $2,000 every 10 days for the first 3 months, when you start trade copying, you can do it scales correct. It scales in a good way, right? So where like instead of doing, you know, one account with $3,500 of withdrawal, I can do 20 accounts at $2,000 withdrawal, which is 40 grand. And it's more money, obviously, but it's just, I'm just saying in relation, you got to just kind of pick whatever makes sense for your strategy. The other thing strategy wise to think about is in this time, new accounts are most likely going to be cheaper than resets. So just get a new account, cancel your old one, get a new one. That would be the best option. Code TBM, obviously. Oh yeah. So the big strategy here is basically shoot for like 10 to 15 bucks a day, or 10 to 15 points a day, excuse me. And while you're trade copying on the 50K is my goal. How do you fight the urge to go all in right now? I have zero desire to go all in right now. I really don't like to trade the first couple of minutes of the day. Not to mention we have news, 8:45 and 9 o'clock. So we got stuff coming up. There's no real reason to go all in. Bouncing off volume so far. Delta's kind of heavy. Nothing to be done yet. We're finally getting through all the news events and things like that. I'm just kind of letting us establish a range really more than anything right now. It's very easy to, when we're up 2%, to be looking for shorts only and things like that. I don't want to get in that mindset. That being said, I also don't want to get in the mindset of only looking for longs right now when we could be totally going sideways, given the fact that we're already at 2%, right? 2.5% at the highs. We're in the dead middle of the range, so I don't want to diddle in the middle. That being said, I want to let the range kind of establish itself, which is what's currently happening. The market's been open for 35 minutes. The day is young. And I just kind of want to let the market figure out what it wants to do a little bit. I think picking directional bets right now does not necessarily make a ton of sense for me with where price action's currently taking place at. So just kind of let it do its thing. I mean, look, we're in like actual balance. Point of control is dead center. Dead middle of the range. Everything's getting a little tight. We failed to really break the prior low, but we also couldn't break the prior high, right? So on the 1 minute structure, as we chop the middle of the range. Delta's kind of trying to get a little bit of a kickback here, but nothing too crazy. Liquidity is pretty split. So just like for me, figure out if we can break out one way or the other. And if we can't, then it's powerful information, right? But I want to know that powerful information before I try and take a trade right in the middle of the range. If not, I want to let it wiggle out one way or the other. Okay, we actually held that same area. Come on, really? So we have 3 wicks holding us down at 50 and 3 wicks holding us up at 25. Which side snaps first, 50 or 25? Sweeps 25. Maybe we go rip 50 now? I'm inclined to think that we rip this, but I'm sitting right on volume. Get another retest of 24, maybe? I'm going gonna try a little stab here. Look, you can see I'm in everything. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. You can see orders are now gone. Positions are now empty. So that was $260 of P&L there. Look, we popped it. But again, remember what I've been saying? What have I been saying? On this 50K, on my 20 50K accounts, I'm not looking for that much. Because at the end of the day, this is where it gets crazy. It's where it gets crazy. And the hilarious part is that one, it's just like a normal freaking trade. I mean, y'all saw me. There's nothing different there. Nothing, like, you didn't see anything really different. It's just it's a 14-point trade, 13-point trade, $5,200. That is the biggest day you've seen me have on stream in the first hour in a little bit of time. And that was a minute and a half long trade. Silly, man.